Hey you! Yeah, you! Have you ever been slapped with a series of labels by yourself or others that control how you act, think, believe, and live your life? Well, join us in Label Breaker, finding your identity in a world of labels. You will learn what your core labels are, how you can get rid of your unwanted labels, how you can change your labels, and how to create labels that you choose for yourself that will help you live in joy and the success that God has intended for you to live. So come on, let's be label breakers. Hi guys, and welcome to day 2 of Label Breakers, finding your identity in a world of labels. So today, as I said yesterday, this is going to be a little bit of my stories. So it is titled, let's get personal for a minute. A piercing sound slowly pulls me from my deep slumber. Trying to ignore it, I roll over, burying my head further under the covers. It's a holiday, for goodness sake. Aren't they made for sleeping in, relaxing, and indulging in all your favorite wants and desires? Especially this holiday, Thanksgiving, a day set aside for the sole purpose of being thankful for all our abundant blessings. I want to enjoy the blessings of snuggling deeper into the warm covers on a cold November day, and then later indulging in the succulent abundance of wonderful food with a heart of happiness and thanksgiving. That is what the day represents, right? In my cocoon of covers, I begin to argue with myself. My logic head says no, but my inner being, heart, says yes. Instead of a day of rest, peace, food, and gratitude, to me it will be a day of self-induced guilt, shame, blame, bulimia, and crushed dreams. Oh, quit boo-hooing and get your sorry butt out of bed. You have much work to do before the morning light. Begrudgingly, I throw off the warm security of my blankets and stumble, unthankfully, to the bathroom, beginning my typical morning routine. Pee, strip, get on the scale. Knowing my number today is critical as to how this day will turn out. If I am down a pound, then there will be less self-punishment. If my weight is the same as yesterday's, then strict diligence must be applied. And horror of horrors, if I am up a pound, then much self-torture, both mental and physical, will be endured this wonderful, thankful holiday. I slip on my leg warmers and headband, Sadie's, and quietly turn on my stereo to Y108. I can't have it loud and thumping, as everyone else is still safely snuggled all warm in their beds, enjoying the holiday as is meant to be enjoyed. Slowly, I begin to jog in place, switching from jogging to jumping jacks to step-ups on my homemade stepper. Blood surges through my veins as I mindlessly count the endless reps and sets of sit-ups, girly push-ups, squats, curls, and tricep dips. 90 minutes later, as I pant for breath, I mentally calculate how many calories I should have burned and hope that it is enough for at least the first part of the day. Getting in the shower, I am contemplating my outfit for the day, one that is festive, but that will also camouflage my most undesirable attributes, which is most of them. Time passes as the pile of clothes on the bed and the floor grow. After multiple tries, I finally settle on a loose skirt and shirt that are equivalent to wearing a bedsheet. No cute form-fitting holiday outfit for me. Sighing, I tie a bow in my hair, plaster a smile on my face, and open my bedroom door to greet my family on this festive day. However, the house is still quiet, as it's only about 7 a.m. So I grab my Bible and journal and try to fix my heart and mind on what I am thankful for this day, and to show God my gratitude. Of course, I list my Savior, my family, my health, my home, food, shelter, and clothing. Don't get me wrong. I am truly grateful for all these things. However, there is a secret place in my heart that is never thankful. No matter how much I try to convince myself and God that I am not thankful for the mental and emotional abuse that I get from myself and others on a daily basis. My pain is one that has grown since the tender age of 9 or 10, when my body began to change. A few pounds here and a few pounds there, a snide comment, a mocking tease, a reprimand in love, a gentle reminder that I don't need that, a look that says, you can't do that. Sit there, fit there, go there, be here. With each comment, reminder, and look, my self-loathing grew. I tried to fight it, to not let it win my heart and mind. But no matter how hard I fought, there was always a piece of self-hate and, truthfully, God-hate in my heart. How come he wasn't answering my cries? I am trying. I am doing my part. Why isn't he helping me? Why won't this struggle go away or get better? Why do I have to obsess on it unceasingly 24/7? It isn't like I'm asking him for something huge, like curing a terminal illness, growing a new limb, restoring my sight or hearing. I'm just asking him for a little help in the weight department. It's not even that much weight, like 20 pounds. He could just sneeze, and then be gone. But alas, that is not the case. So I am up early on this Thanksgiving morning, trying to do my part both physically and spiritually, so he will do his. Exercise, check. Festive outfit, check. Devotion, check. Journal, check. Smile on, check. It is showtime because the rest of the family is finally awake, and it is, after all, a day of feasting, celebrating Thanksgiving and family. Cueing my smile, excitement, and cheeriness, I turn on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I sink into an armchair and watch, enjoying the floats, balloons, bands, singers, but sitting in anticipation for the Radio City Music Hall Rockettes. Secretly, I have dreamed of one day being in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as a famed Rockette. Not many know this dream, however, since I stopped sharing it the day I mentioned it to an older boy who laughed in my face and scoffed, "You." To which my red-faced, heartbroken, and murmured reply was, "Yeah, dumb, huh?" In that moment, I let the label of never going to be worthy of being a Rockette be stuck upon me, along with the labels of fat and you're not good enough. Still, the desire to be a Rockette continues to haunt me. I quickly bury the hurt and melancholy this memory gives me deep down inside, for my daddy has come into the room, excited and happy. His love for the holidays and vacations is infectious, mostly due to the fact that it seems like he is ours, and only ours, at these special times. Being a minister, he does have to work many of them, and we usually have extra guests at our house, like the boy who said the comment. But it still seems like this is when we get him to ourselves the most, and so we all live it up and love the holidays. We have a family tradition of watching the Macy's parade and waiting for Santa Claus to come. When we finally spot him on the TV screen, my daddy will excitedly exclaim, I see him! I see him! Ho, ho, ho! It's Christmas!" And that is the official start to our family's Christmas season. It is impossible not to share his joy. I lost my daddy to heaven the day after Thanksgiving 2018. But this is still a moment my family shares together and will always be a moment I share with my daddy in my heart. As the parade ends and the food finishes cooking, we load up the car and head to my grandparents' house to celebrate with our extended family. There was much laughter and tons of food. Eating, playing games, watching sports, and family movies, all with discreet trips to the bathroom to purge myself of the delicious food that I cannot stop eating. But I also cannot allow the calories to add up throughout this wonderful day. The day is filled with much joy and genuine moments of thankfulness, as I am blessed with a very loving, caring, and fun family and extended family. You guys really are. Love you. They have never intentionally inflicted pain on me, either physically or mentally. And if I had ever openly shared my struggle, I know they would have been supportive and loving. They would have wanted to help me bring change to this situation. But that is the problem with labels and hurts that turn into addictions, pain, shame, guilt, disappointments, and life struggles. We don't share them. And they grow and become life-defining and sometimes life-threatening. As I snuggle down into my warm blankets at the end of the day, I don't even try to write in my food and exercise journal. It would be impossible to have kept a record of each and every bite that was put into my mouth and later purged. I fell asleep condemning myself, promising to be better tomorrow. I pray that God won't let me gain another pound. And if to my shame and horror I had, that he would please help me to do better and to lose it in the other 20 pounds I am already trying to lose. I am hoping and praying that my secret purging throughout the day, my exercise that morning and also the night before, will be enough to keep the hated pounds away. Because with each pound, the self-loathing grows and grows. Happy Thanksgiving. This account of my typical Thanksgiving happened from the early age of about 10 till I was 24 years old. My succeeding 20 years have brought some relief from this Thanksgiving masochism, as I literally have not had the time or energy to commit to multiple hours of exercise or daily food journaling. The constant drama of raising 4 beautiful children with my loving husband tends to lead easily into putting myself on the back burner. Besides, I had gained so much weight due to years of undiagnosed thyroid issues, pregnancies, and other health crises that I hadn't even given up trying. With over 150 excess pounds, the self-loathing was at an all-time high. This does not mean I gave up caring my deep-seated desires or the longings of my heart. It just means it led to such a sense of hopelessness, regret, shame, and a depression so deep that I almost succumbed to it. I am truly thankful God did not leave me there in my seemingly bottomless pit. He provided a way out and a healing that is real and lasting. He is now restoring my heart and my desires and my dreams, because through it all, I never fully gave up on him or my dreams and desires. I still have the dream of being a rockette, an actress, a dancer, an author. Those dreams and desires never went away. They were just buried under fear, hurt, assumptions, labels from myself and others, and eventually under the physical woes of fat and sickness. And I felt there wasn't even a remote possibility of them ever coming true. As I write this, Thanksgiving is only a week away, causing much reflection. Feelings of regret, pain, and sorrow are flooding back in. However, there is also a true spirit of thankfulness and gratitude that I honestly have not felt for the majority of my life. I have also experienced a tremendous healing from much of that pain. And I can honestly share with you that there is hope and healing into coming into recognition and acceptance with who you are truly created to be. I am not going to lie to you and say that it is a fast or easy process, because it isn't. It is a process that takes time, dedication, commitment, self-reflection, hard work, and a whole lot of prayer. That is what this book, Label Breaker, Finding Your Identity in a World of Labels, is about. Guiding you on your own journey of self-discovery, reflection, acceptance, and appreciation. Thank you for joining me on this journey. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.